Here's 3 stocks I personally have been buying in the past week, and no, not just stocks I've been watching. First up on the list is going to be Iron. I actually entered a position in Iron today. I have about 10 shares now, and I'm starting off pretty small. I do plan on this being a pretty big position in my portfolio. They got down to $56 today, and that is when I started buying, and I will buy more if it continues to dip. But Iron is one of the biggest data center and Bitcoin AI miner companies right now. It's definitely worth noting they are up about 400% on the year, and they're up 200% in the past 3 months. Yet they still have a PE ratio of 30. Now I believe their all-time high is about 77. I can definitely see Iron coming back to 77 at some point. And what makes me like Iron so much is that they have one of the lowest Bitcoin mining costs in the whole Bitcoin AI mining sector, as well as being one of the top data center companies right now. I personally do not think the demand for data centers is going anywhere, especially with how AI is just rapidly advancing. Now, stock number 2 is going to be SoFi Technologies. You guys know, if you follow me, I glaze SoFi, and I recently bought more shares last week on Friday when they dipped all the way down into the 25s. I bought at about 26.07 and lowered my average. Just recently today, it was announced that they are the first US bank that is going to be incorporating crypto. They also had one of the most beautiful earnings I've seen personally last week on their Q3 earnings. And just to run down the numbers really quick, they were up 38% on revenue year over year. Also, their user platform growth is up 35% year over year, and their EBITDA is up 50% year over year. Now, I personally am not much of a technicals guy, but I think $26 is one of the craziest buying zones for a company, because if you look at SoFi's chart, they have one of the strongest supports at around 25 to 25.50. I think they've bounced off of it 4 times now. And company number 3 is going to be Archer Aviation. Archer Aviation actually had earnings last week, and they had quite the tumble. I actually doubled my position in Archer. My original average cost was $9. I've been holding for 2 months now, and they got down to $7 on Friday. I doubled my position, went from 50 shares to 100 shares, and Archer Aviation is a speculative long-term position. I'm going to be holding that for probably 10 years at least. Air taxis are still in its early stages, but in the future, I think it'll be huge. If you want to see daily stock videos just like this, drop me a follow. And if you're interested, I got my free Discord community linked in the bio. I am not telling you to buy these 3 companies. This is not financial advice. Please do your own market research and due diligence on these companies. I make these videos for educational and entertainment purposes only. Anyways, peace out.